Hello, traders, and welcome back. Euro USD has pulled back from 118.50 down to the 38.2 at 116.66 from the 61.8, pretty much. FIBO of the longer term leg from 120.80 down to 114.11, all the way down. But what could be what could be a wave 4 correction? And if that holds, or 116.41, which is a strong support, important swing support, I would say, level holds, then this entire rally from 114.10 or so could be an impulse. If it doesn't hold, obviously, then this entire rally gets erased. This would be a correction. But there are some things that help us, for now, maintain a bias to the upside. The dollar got a lift yesterday. Of course, that's why we are falling from a cluster of geopolitical triggers. Iran's parliament speaker Ghalibaf resigned following IAGC interference in negotiations. Israel defense minister before that warned of resumed operation against Iran. And then also Trump ordered the Navy to fire on any vessel laying mines in Hormuz. So all pushed to 103, and the dollar, of course, followed. On the euro side, the PMIs painted a worrying picture in the European area. French composite came in at 47.6 contraction, but price pass-through to goods and services remained contained. That's one piece of good news for the ECB. The European composite dropped, services dropped, and the ECB would like to hold rates at the April 30 meeting. That's the seventh consecutive hold at 2% until second round inflation effects from the war become clearer. Not a euro positive backdrop. So as I said, the structure leans bullish. This move so far extended, and importantly, whether we are here or here, to at least the 161.8 Fibonacci extension, which means this is an impulsive move as long as we remain above 161.40, even above 115.50. Why? Because there's still uncertainty about whether this is a wave 1 and 2 or whether wave 1 is here. However, in my experience, this doesn't look like a rule-based wedge or diagonal, as we say, leading diagonal in Naylor waves terms. Why? Well, because the impulse length and the correction, they don't match. And that is simply because the waves are supposed to get smaller and the correction is smaller for a proper contracting leading wedge. And this isn't happening. That's why I'm labeling this as 1 and 2. And why is that important to say? Is important to say because in Elliott waves, when our second wave is a flat or corrective structure, then our second wave, the corrective ones, right, are sharp. And this increases the chances, increases the odds that this is just going to be a sharp decline down here that we have seen so far. And notably as well, we've come and we've done the 100 Fibonacci extension of this leg to the downside. So if we go further in, you're going to see clearly that this drop from the peak, the 100 Fibonacci extension and the 38.2 Fibo are clustering here. So this is still an impulsive move, not corrective. Yeah. This is the guideline of alteration that I'm talking about. And that's what we may have just seen. The RSI is near oversold on the 4-hour chart and shows diverge. Well, you can really say maybe on the 1 hour perhaps. Yeah, you can see that on the 1 hour that there is some sort of divergence, and momentum on the downside is fading. So the key level to watch here is the current, of course, bottom. Okay, 116.68, and then 116.66 and 116.42, 41, whatever that is. If we hold it and a bullish opportunity towards 118.50 opens up with the 100 Fibonacci extension, hold on, let's take another beat at it. If we end here, bringing us up to 119.37. This is the net distance throw, assuming wave 4 is done. So we could be looking for a fifth wave. So this is not just a short term, but also medium term opportunity. The stop, of course, would sit below the 116.40. The room to run versus the proximity of invalidation makes this well structured sets up. Now, if we do lose 116.40, then the interpretation flips. Wave 1, if ended here, then makes this entire leg corrective. Otherwise, we expect for 115.50 to confirm it. This entire move would be an ABC, but as I said before, ABCs typically, like the extensions, go up to the 100% of the second leg, which would have actually brought us up to around 116.72 just here, rather than go all the way to 161.8. So 116.40 is our level. Closes matter, not wicks, and I will see you in the next one.